My first 500 subscribers, it's me. Oh wait, you can't see me, let me reframe. That's better. Thank you so much for following me on my journey through Japan, all filmed on the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Now I aim to shoot a feature film on the DJI, a narrative film eventually. For now, to thank you all for being here on my journey, I have made a 2-hour or feature film vlog of the whole trip. And going forward on this channel, we will be showing the process it takes to make a feature film on the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. So thank you so much for being there. My first 500, love ya. And yeah, enjoy. I'm 34, but I'm turning 35 in Japan in 2 days. I can't wait for that thing that happens when I'm on the road, traveling, where I completely disassociate. My mind and my body are separate, and I'm just traveling through space and time. I'm really looking forward to that feeling, because in Melbourne...
Why?
We're not sitting together.
No, we want to sit together.
We want to sit together?
Because this guy always.
Goodbye, luggage.
It's so weird.
Qantas pulling through as always. Happy? Turning 35 in Japan. Because in Melbourne, I feel like there's this really odd thing where everybody is self-aware. Maybe it's because I'm from Melbourne and I hang around certain crowds and I'm always around certain types of people. But I feel like there's this feeling where everyone's sizing each other up that completely disappears when you travel. Doesn't matter where you go. I mean, Tokyo is a beautiful neon lit city where I'm going to have all these other feelings. But goodbye to Melbourne coffee for a bit.
Oh, Japan coffee is good too.
Yeah, I know. This is cool. Rupu, Kuala Lumpur. I feel like a tourist in my own town. I've been around the airport trying to find a spot to do the opening. This one. Airports, on the other hand, they're like a waiting room, but for something, not like a waiting room like a doctor's office or a, you know, with bad news on the other end, but this kind of beautiful restlessness that comes from that. Everyone in transition, you don't know what their lives are like, everyone's gone through their own thing, but there's something really beautiful and escapist about just being in a place where everyone has a destination to be that's on the other side. I try to travel every 3 months so I can escape. Just think about this, right? Hundreds of years ago, all these people were placed into these wooden coffins, giant wooden coffins traveling across the sea, destinations that they are completely new to, braving these massive waves, fighting vermin, sickness. Me, I just get into this airplane tube, this tin can, little tin can that I travel in. We get the beef brisket with the adobo sauce.
Yeah, go get that too.
And the beef brisket with the adobo sauce, please, thank you. Yeah, I just didn't expect to see that on the menu. Yeah. I really love conversations with airplane staff. I feel like they live the best life, you know, just moving through the world, destination, port to port. I'm one of those people that loves plain food. Adobo dish, yeah. Wow.
And the potato is really good.
Yeah. And reinventing my life. I mean, I've been reinventing my life in my now mid-30s, officially in a few days, but reinventing my life into something that I wouldn't have expected to do, vlogging. But I want to be a testament and proof that you can do whatever you want to do in this life. You can change it up. Finally, my first time in Japan. Stay tuned for the rest of this one. I'm not getting any younger, you know? So yeah, join me on this journey. Turning 35 in Japan. Damn. Trademark sunshot like this. I do that in like all my videos. I like that. Oh man, that's awesome. So intense. Oh wow, I did not expect Japan to be this cold. Did not expect Japan to be so cold today. Day 1 in Japan. Was my arrival to Japan a letdown? 15 days of just, yeah. Whoa, babe.
So this is gonna be the smallest room we will have the whole entire trip. The arrangement of the room is actually really good, but the layout is actually pretty good. It doesn't feel small.
It's actually pretty chill. Expectations versus reality.
And it's frozen. Many Uniqlo can know.
For those who don't know, I literally became a film director because at age 13 I saw a Japanese film on the World Movies channel as a kid in Melbourne, Australia.
I didn't even feel.
And food. Oh my gosh, food. I specifically lost 5 kgs just before arrival, but I definitely will put that 5 kgs back on by the end of this trip for sure. She doesn't want to line up for places.
No, I don't mind lining up for places, but I don't want to line up for like insta-hype places.
No insta-hype places.
Yeah,
Okay, no insta-hype places.
because it's a waste of time.
Is this your protest?
No, it's not my protest. It's just more
Protest.
like...
お願いいたします。電車と接触や線路へ転落する事故が発生
Yeah, of course, I'm heading to Capital later. Oh, yeah. This place.
Spend all the money. Happy, and actually still got one more back here.
First Capital stop. Copped a whole bunch of pieces that I really like. Yeah, I saved up a specific amount of money just to... You're gonna go out on day 1 and then you're gonna slow down. To spend a bit at Capital. So yeah, that one, you know, I love fashion. I love just being in a beautiful country, in a beautiful place. It was fun, but the artist inside me is always looking for more. So what's the point of me talking about expectation versus reality? I mean, it is day 1 only. I know these are all surface levels, coming here and enjoying everything and everything being beautiful and amazing.
Peace.
Everything exceeded my expectations. Neons were great, food was great, people are great, the world is great. Well, it is. It is, it absolutely is. But the artist in me, because I came from a cinema background, always goes towards the morbid. I mean, the film that got me into cinema in the first place, the Japanese film I saw when I was a little boy, that changed my life, showed all the imperfections. It wasn't just about the joys of this life, but there was a lot of beauty in that film. As I travel through this country, that's always in my mind. Like, what did it take for that beautiful meal to get to you? What's the story behind the retail worker doing their job? What's the story behind the office worker doing their job?
Good.
Let me think for a sec, because I've got to say something important here about what I'm doing here. You know, I'm just an observer. I'm just going through, passing by, you know. Cinema has the ability to open up your eyes, your ideology, but there's a beauty in vlogging which is different to film, I think. It's more like there's an immediacy that you get to experience and show. You're like seeing lived experience as it happens. Like, you can change things up a bit. Dinner. Happy in Japan. You're like seeing lived experience as it happens, and people get to witness that. They get to see people grow in almost like not like a live stream, but in kind of closer to real time than the 5 to 10 years it takes me to make one feature film. Now, I've always been a bit of a cinema snob because I grew up in feature films. films are great, films are wonderful, cinema is a wonderful medium. But I'm finding a lot of joy and beauty in this medium too. And that's something I'm learning as I'm 34 now, about to turn 35, and spend my 35th birthday in Japan. It's just such a beautiful thing. And it is colder than I thought it would be. Like it is a lot colder than I thought it would be. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to the hotel and meet my partner. And yeah, I think I just need to have I need a heater or something. It is cold. Amazing. Do you know how good art is when it is free, away from pretension? Because my mind will never be free. Agree or disagree?
I agree because that's what you choose to be caged with.
I'm so happy right now because I'm turning 35 in a few hours. It's more like a poem or a haiku.
Trust me, you're gonna forget this.
No, I'm not gonna forget it. I'm just had a few
You're gonna
drinks.
forget this after like 1 year.
I had a few drinks. How would I forget it? I don't forget. I
There are a
don't
lot of things that
She doesn't believe that I'm like an uncle. But in my mind, I'm an uncle.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, my baby. Happy Seal Day. For the seals that love each other. Ah, capybara. Capybara?
Yeah?
Gonna be capital karaoke.
No.
Okay, then what?
Can I try this? Sorry.
Sorry. I mean, you only turn 35 once, and you only get the morning of that once in your life until one cannot have a birthday no more. Ah, capybara. Capybara?
Yeah?
Evangeline got me a visit to the capybaras today for my birthday. I was so excited to capybara. The capybara has diarrhea. It's actually so sad. This is my first time doing kimono, which my partner Evangeline has organized for my
Birthday.
I drank a few, so I was able to hit that point where my body separates from my mind. So I put everything in this bag. Going to Australia?
Oh, that's so cool.
Surfer's paradise.
Oh, you will love it. It's
Surfer's
fun.
Paradise, yeah.
Gold Coast, yeah. Gold Coast, yeah.
Gold Coast?
Yeah, nice.
We have a couple package.
Yep.
I drank too much last night. When the film world and the real world split in two, it's quite a beautiful concept and ideology. It's time. It's quite cool.
Cool, yeah.
Yeah. Epic, isn't it? Oh my gosh, you know how... Yeah, 3 also. How, this device?
Yeah, it is so cool.
But I was very lucky and fortunate to experience a really beautiful disassociation. Thank you.
once a lifetime experience, yeah?
It's really tight.
Just talk about it in when she do it.
I don't know because I'm bloated from drinking last night. Thank you.
Oh, looks good. Both pasta and rice.
Thank you. Suddenly, you question like, what is your role here in this earth? Is it just to have fun, and is it just to The kimono was really fun because, to be honest, the thoughts swirling around in this conversation I'm having are the thoughts that actually occupy my mind at any point in time when I'm sitting on a train or walking down the street. It's a constant search for some meaning or purpose that I can't switch off, which turns into a helpless writing that I can't explain or comprehend. I was looking everywhere.
I was just standing there. It was just there.
And that writing is when I start to put a screenplay together, or start to put a vlog together, or start to put a poem together, or just start to put something together because it has to go somewhere. We're going to my birthday dinner tonight, or it ends up.
Yeah.
And it's all you can eat, kind of self-destructive. What's so interesting is just a few minutes ago I was talking about how cold I was, and suddenly as soon as I saw the neon lights and started filming, I was suddenly not cold at all. I just wanted to film and I forgot that I was freezing. So that's the power of filmmaking for me. I'll stop to film something because I'm so excited, and then I'll be like, where's my baby? And then my baby
I'm
will
like,
be...
turn around, where are you all the time?
I got to disassociate and I got to feel that, I got to enjoy that. I get that through filmmaking too, but it's a different kind. That's more like an overload of senses. So then the mind gets null. Yes, this one here. I'm lucky that I'm gonna turn 35. And what grade of Wagyu?
Any grade you have.
Any grade. So you can pick all grades.
Thank you so
Being
much.
service like this, I'm gonna just warm my hands another level.
Yeah.
I think I'm run down.
Yeah,
I think this is the end for me. I need a drink. Just free flow. That the best thing on earth is tequila and real gold. Tequila and real gold got me existential. That's the reality of it. I'm here returning to infant state whilst I wear my beard in this modern world we call life. The tequila and the real gold are so good. It ain't plated gold. It ain't some sort of counterfeit. This is real gold. This one is real. I'm not gonna lie, it is really, really, really great and special. So yeah, unfiltered, raw, just the thoughts and feelings of my morning, on the morning of my 35th. And this was the aftermath of it all. And the truth is I became a fat box. This was all eaten by me because I'm a fat. I don't know if we can extract any meaning from any of this. I don't know if I can. I'll probably look back at this and be like, what was that? Or was that me finding beauty in the imperfection as I try to wrap this up right now and come full circle? My face is gonna get so bloated. It's so chubby. What did I do to myself? Why did I eat so much? Was there joy in the imperfection? To signify the 35. And then I'll wrap this. This is so cool. Okay. There we go. I really like this piece here. Happy birthday to me. Alright. Yeah, this is actually sick. Blue denim. Just chuck it over what I'm wearing now. Pockets. I'm gonna do what I came here to do, which is just love this life. Blue skies today. Beautiful. I think today's going to be one of those beautiful days where it's just so beautiful. Personally, I like how it switches between like certain material to other ones. Anyway, at least we're warm for today.
But capybara is still diarrhea.
Yeah, the capybara has diarrhea. Okay, so we were supposed to hit up the capybara today.
For the second time.
Going to see capybara. One of my surprises for my birthday was the capybara. And yeah, the capybara has diarrhea and they've just cancelled the whole week. I guess another time. Because the capybara, so it's like, what do we do? Well, until later today where we've got plans. We're going back to Capital because I wanted this Kalichan jacket and a jumper and this knit that's absolutely beautiful. And I just didn't want to spend money at the time because obviously, you know, 90,000 yen is a bit of money. And then now I just couldn't stop thinking about it. So, hold on. Bit of a midday update. I had to get a second pair of the Capital. Oh, I almost fell over. Capital flares because. Hold on. Okay. Change it this way maybe. Okay. Round 2. Okay. So yeah, I got a second pair, and I didn't want to change out because they cut them for me. And I put them in here. So shopping for today done. Evangeline is off somewhere else. I think she's at North Face Purple Label buying their stuff. But yeah, it's been a pretty successful day, I think, so far. There's a scene in Japan where everywhere takes ages to get to because I've stopped at nearly every single intersection to take a photo. But I can't help take a photo, so everywhere I go takes like 15 minutes to 20 minutes more just to get there. Evangeline is waiting for me. Railway crossing, and it was so beautiful that I had to stop a few times. So I had to, you knew that would happen though, right? It's so beautiful.
When the sun gets high and the creeks are cold, dip like a lime in the beer pressing up against my lips. On the dance floor with the lights down low, dip. Come with me, we can take a dip.
Take away the pain and anger that I have for not buying the Kalichan piece at Capital. I didn't want to spend like 3,000 Oz on the first day, so I didn't buy it, and then now I'm just like, it's gone. So
I agree too.
yeah.
I asked you to buy it.
It kind of makes up for it, but you know. Oh man. And I decided on a whim to buy the DJI. Legit, I went in and got it on an impulsive spending, just a vlog, just before Japan. And I was really depressed before I got the camera. Like, I didn't want to do things anymore. But this tiny consumer pocket camera actually changed my life. I'll get some too. The food is gonna come out like that.
More coming. Okay, coming. Oh, it's all yours. One.
Got 3 mackerel to myself because I love mackerel so much.
One of you.
I don't even use any sauce on this because I love the taste of it. Cheers.
Sorry, chopstick. Go, Adrian.
Cheers. I love mackerel. Not that many, but still a decent amount. We all eat. We all poo, especially the capybara that I didn't get to go on the cute coffee date with, but that's okay. So despite all of this, this is just being human, being alive. And I should be happy that I'm in Japan, enjoying this life, and instead of focusing on the smaller disappointments that have happened, and also the bigger ones that are in my rear view mirror now. As I go forward in life, well, I should just remember that these moments now that I'm living are actually beautiful. I got love in my life, I've got a passion and I love creating things, even though it can come with crushing lows. I know it's cliche, but the sweet's not as sweet without the sour, right? Yeah, it's a saying, it's an old saying, but maybe there's a bit of truth in that, or a lot of truth in that. So yeah, turning 35 in Japan, and it's a short life, but it's a long life. And you only have one of them, so.
Something must have happened, either a car crash or the fire.
Yeah. And I'm gonna enjoy this life. And we're off for the day. Wow. So beautiful, huh? Oh, they're green. Let's go.
For everybody to go first. We can't find people. How are you feeling?
That's no experience.
Let's go. See you later, alligator.
It's my first time experiencing the morning rush, but with the traffic and the luggage at the same time. And I must say, that's more intense than anything I've ever experienced. Right now, and it's so beautiful. It's like
I came here before. I don't know how I'm gonna go through that after that living in Australia for a long time.
you're spoiled.
You're like so spoiled in Australia.
Yeah, I agree. I think you are spoiled. We're both spoiled. Especially with this whole situation of having to lug all the heavy luggage upstairs. Wow.
I'm gonna get ready, so I'll let you know.
Okay.
Because we cannot.
ホーム階では乗り口と反対側のドアに連絡通路行き入れです。 18. The doors on the left side will open.
I made it. Evangeline's gonna get food, and I got myself the chicken cutlet and the egg and ham sandwich. And I'm not gonna lie, these are the best sandwiches I've had in my life. I've never had the chicken cutlet before, but if it's similar to the other sandwiches I've had, oh, so good. What's this one? Incredible. I wanted to try pork cutlet so bad. I mean, no, this is chicken cutlet, sorry. I've had pork cutlet and I loved it, so... No, I've had shrimp cutlet too. Very good. So it's my turn to try the cutlet collection. And now this is the chicken cutlet. Ooh. So convenient and so well made. juicy too. That's good. But I think my favorite cutlet so far is the shrimp.
The one I bought for you.
That's the best cutlet.
I agree too.
Is it still good? Yeah.
They do very good shrimp cutlet here.
This is our ticket.
Yep.
Awesome. Oh. Wow. Happy? Actually, the space is pretty good.
There's toilet too.
Oh, there's toilet.
All the way in the back.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. But it's only 2 hours, right?
Oh, for me, 2 hours.
It's like, I know it's hard.
Okay, yeah. Just arrived and it's magical. Magic, actual magic. Beautiful.
She's so upset at myself right now.
Okay, well, a bit of drama. Evangeline lost a capital scarf on the bus, and I'm okay with it. I mean, that happens when you travel, but I think they're just upset because, you know, it feels like a mistake, and that happens, you know. Did love that scarf though, but yeah, it's life. And we're also just walked 5 minutes in the wrong direction. That's okay, we're heading back now. We are staying here. Beautiful hotel. Oh. Made it. Beautiful. Staying here.
I lost my scarf.
It's okay.
Where from?
You know, Japan has a really good lost and found system, and I'm sure the hotel will make that call and you'll be able to get it back.
realized Japanese snow and Melbourne's Mount Buller snow are very different?
Yeah.
This is more solid, right?
Alright, filming. Is this dangerous to take photos? Oh, this car's coming, babe. Okay, so after a chaotic morning of jumping from train to train and bus and then losing the scarf,
So sad.
we are now,
I'm so sad. Don't get me started. I'm so sad.
we're now able to finally relax and enjoy the beauty.
Do you think the scarf will come back to me?
The scarf will come back. They have a good lost and found. All the travel's got me bleeding a bit here, just from scuffling around. There's people everywhere.
Yep.
It's awesome. It's full touristy.
Yep, it is.
Cute.
Look at this guy. What is he doing? He's doing Mount Fuji's fit check and he dropped his phone.
And all you can eat, and then you get to also do the view upstairs. So every 30 minutes you spend here is 1,000 yen, which is amazing. And out there is the view. Thank you. Staring out here, I started getting really melancholy. It's quite beautiful. First time seeing it like
In your real eyes, yeah.
with your eyes, it's so beautiful. Whoa. And get the curry too. I'm gonna eat, I'm very hungry. Everything in Japan tastes A grade. Oh, that's so delicious.
Having a problem right now where I constantly have to look for where is my things and I don't like that.
Don't worry, we'll get the capital scarf back.
Oh no. Oh.
I'm sure it's not lost. I mean, it's lost, but they'll find it and they have a good lost and found system. Wow. How's that? Now this right here is something else, isn't it? Pick. At the Mount Fuji Amazing View Cafe. Got the photo?
I see.
Closer, yeah. Okay, we need to do it. We need to get this shot. Oh, it's cold. It's cold. Okay. Supposedly, this is a famous Lawson because it is right next to Mount Fuji. That's so cool. Very good. It's so good. The best. Better than my big camera, actually.
Even like there's no lights.
Yeah.
It's still
The low
bright.
light is so good.
Yeah.
I'm so surprised how good it is. I love it. Awesome. We are now renting a bike. my lenses, my gear, everything just fell out. Oh, Japanese wind is strong. Nearby the lake, oh my gosh, keep losing phones and finding them in our bags. And despite all this, I'm reminded of how beautiful life is when you see this. Magic. So drums are loaded. So we're gonna go back and we're gonna make meat at the hotel. Staring at the good meat got me thinking, what is A-grade meat? Years into doing something and call it A-grade. Or you can do something like this every single day and it can be beautiful too. But I'm trying to find something in the imperfection here. And this one.
Nah, pass back to you.
Can't do it? Have a little, one more sip, one more sip. Oh, I love it. I think it's amazing.
Tame.
This one's good.
No, let's go.
And this is what happens when you're at my size in Japan, always dropping things. Constantly. Oh,
For example, right, this is pork and it's only $3.60.
that looks really yummy.
This chicken.
Something tells me I'm going to struggle when I get back to Melbourne. Seriously, everything's so nice and yummy.
Look at this. This is actually pork, and this is also pork. This is $5.10.
I didn't know the gun was loaded. Cinematic 7-Eleven for sure. Look at that. Food got the whole. The moment where your body disassociates from your mind, you get to live your life. So good. Oh my god. Very yummy.
You want it?
Very full. It's so good. It's so good. Look out there, right there, beautiful. I'm gonna be honest, I actually love meat. There's so many types of meat. Like I've had, meat that's, what you would call the cheap meat. But I've had some of the best experiences with the cheap meat. Nice. Back to the hotel now. Going to Osaka tomorrow.
Actually,
right
we're
now.
doing a lot.
I'm up here on this mountain and here we go. That's the hotel we're staying at right here. The fact that this is the insane thing, I point my camera in any direction and I get a beautiful shot. I keep repeating that because it's true. it's a bit cold. So what we need to just ask is the barbecue outdoor, indoor, especially on a minus degree day. It's not minus, but it feels minus. Things you learn when traveling. Oh yeah, wonderful, so good. What's this one here? The view is beautiful. So all the way down here, we have multiple floors. It's actually quite magical. Am I just a cliche? Am I a cliche of a human being to be feeling this way? You know, in the art world, there's markers and levels and... Second floor. So there's A-grade film festivals, there's A-grade institutions, there's A-grade grants. But I'm just trying to find something in this. Food. I'm bloated. I'm gonna call it a night. I'm gonna go to bed after this. Peace. It's a new chapter, I think, and I don't know when I'll return to making films, but when I do, I hope to have more perspective on what I say and the type of stories that I tell, and I hope that this film and my previous body of work has inspired people in some way, and yeah.
If you want a normal Japan travel vlog, you boarded the wrong train. Our protagonist today is on a come down from a mountain, a light snuffed out by the wind. And I'm an Aussie, so why is this voiceover in a southern drawl?
Being here with Mount Fuji up there in the background has got me thinking. Goodbye, hotel.
See you later, alligator.
Okay, where do we go? Alright, let's go. I've got all these feelings that are unresolved still. And I know that a trip to Japan isn't just gonna suddenly change me from the inside. Like all my unresolved feelings are just gonna disappear. No, that's just not how it works. It's a real peaceful morning up here. The sound of our luggage moving across the concrete in itself is almost a little bit destructive.
I actually can't go back home in June or July. Where's the money gonna go in?
Life is a series of waking up every day and working on yourself to try find the best you and improve by small increments every day. So I have ADHD. I struggle a lot with being present. I disassociate a lot.
Hi, 川口湖駅まで。はい、じゃあお荷物お預かりします。Oh, thank you very much.
Arigato.
5A, 5B. Okay.
Our protagonist smiles for the camera. It's a vlog, and in a vlog you have to smile, but he's concerned about that shadow.
Trains, buses. Okay.
Shima to Shin Osaka. Babe, I'm actually panicking. I don't know what to do. Like, our train is leaving. It's $200, babe. And I couldn't sign in. It's here already.
It's here.
So order that. And we're an issue at the moment too. I think we need to store our luggage.
Oh, so that the person will come along and do that.
No, we need to do it.
Okay.
So now how are we going to store our luggage? That's the issue.
That's okay, we can move it back there and do it.
No, I think it's more like a sum up. So my card was somehow physically somebody took it and tap on and make a transaction while I was. Okay. Okay, thank you very much.
So you got scammed.
Somehow someone took my card and tapped. This is not a scam, this is a tap.
My mind goes in so many places and on so many tangents, and I can't help that. I've tried so hard my whole life. But there is one thing that does calm me, and it's film. When I'm filming, from the moment I press record, there is that moment where I actually have to calm, my heart rate slows, my hand, it's steady, it does not shake. So we're pulling up. Where are we pulling up?
Osaka.
And where are we going first?
I got shrimp burger just like you.
Shrimp
I
burger?
got the set.
Looks good.
The shake. Oh, it smells good already.
Shaker.
I feel bad to check here because everybody at me is everybody's very tight here. I feel the stress here.
This one in Osaka. So Osaka is okay size one. I lost my baby.
You lost it. Oh, you just left me. I was here all this while.
That was really scary. When I turned around, you weren't there. And then it was just like a sea of people.
A bullet train headed nowhere fast. What happened to me on that bullet train? I just started editing in a burst of creativity. Was that shadow friendly all along? Following me, tugging on my sleeve, trying to inspire me like the darkness of night or the cool neon blur.
Picking some pieces up in Capital. This is sick. Crazy. So I got a bit of a capital haul in the end at Hankyu Men's. Yeah, pretty good capital haul.
Alright, let's walk. Yeah, show them Osaka City.
Osaka. Okay, good to be good.
And look at the girlfriend over here. Boy, she look horrible, man. Why is it raining?
And these trains, they pass above us like an eclipse. So many different people already on the story passing by.
Never had a choice. Never had a choice. Steady, no shake. Because I have to. It's the only moment I get that feeling. People ask, cinema, what's it to you? Some it's entertainment, right? Some people love it because they want to escape into something. I make films because it heals me. I have a lot of unresolved pain. I realize that out here because I'm in this beautiful place and I can't stop thinking about it still. Where are we going?
Yeah.
We ran the wrong way? It's like a maze. We walked past, okay. You're lost too, baby? I am too big for that.
Why?
No, I feel great. A very broad boy.
And is this eclipse something we can capture before it's gone? Like sunset? Like our shadows? I wonder if all these people also have shadows there yet to befriend, or maybe they are random.
First drink in Osaka. So friendly looking. Yeah.
We're actually in a place. It's actually under the subway station. So on top here is actually the subway.
Hear that? Listen.
Is this an identity crisis? I mean, why is this trying to sound American? Tried something new. So I'm gonna drop it. I'm not American.
I don't know what came over me there. I'm gonna drop the accent.
I'm an Australian.
I never had a choice to be creative, and I had to embrace the light and the dark, my shadow heart.
And even when you have someone that loves you and you have a beautiful relationship and all these things, that there's still that unending.
I want to go Chile.
That hurts sometimes to know that, to realize that it hurts. That this life is a search for meaning. Because the moment I hit record, I'm calm. And I know there are other artists that feel the same way.
I can't believe I'm here right now. This is actually magic. You know what? This is magical.
You happy?
Yeah. Had a few and then it came out here and neon just hit.
They strum a chord. The notes, they sound so pure to them, and it's life-changing for them every single time, and every day that's what they do, because that's what gives them meaning in this life. That was literally my intention. I just wanted to come out here, talk about how beautiful everything is out here in this beautiful place. That's what I wanted to do initially. And instead I went on a long tangent. Maybe my ADHD led me there, or my unhealed heart led me there.
It is soaked. This is not a waterproof device. It's not a good thing. Not a good thing. Not a good thing at all. Cleaning it up.
So know this. What my eyes see out here makes me happy. And I'll do my best to lens that up and capture this trip, because it's making me happy.
One, two, three, 4, 5. Stupid. What is that? That made no sense. Wait, so this district is...
I won't say it's a district, it's just a street, and the whole Japan is like that too. It's just more like this particular area have a lot of them, and that's it.
like maid cafes
Cafe,
and...
Cats Cafe.
That's so interesting.
You know, like
Host?
Yeah, they call host block.
So we're going into the chaos.
Well, I'm just buying things for Bernie.
Dun 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 jockey.
Hey.
But look at that. That's cool. That's really cool. And here too.
Where's my baby?
I'm here filming. Okay, the line is gonna be intense in this Noki. Whoa. All the stuff. Are you okay?
I'm okay.
Whoa. It's like an indie film. It's full on like a long tracking shot in one long take. And cinematic too, not gonna lie. Everything's cinematic here. Okay, turns out we're not gonna buy today. We'll find another one because Evangeline has anxiety.
No.
Too much?
Too much, let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Cannot.
We done?
I'm done.
Oh yeah. Right. Oh, was a sad baby.
And then we can film all the way from here.
Looking for more food.
I don't understand the menu.
Taking a chance here. Looks nice. No line. Thank you. I got that.
Thank you. Space already.
Go. Oh, wow. As expected, delicious.
One of the things to eat in Osaka is takoyaki, okonomiyaki, and we already had okonomiyaki yesterday already, so we're gonna have takoyaki. And look, just right there, turn your camera. You know, I'm not good at using chopstick, but okay. Oh. Oh.
Good? So good. It's perfect in this cold, you know.
Yeah, I know.
No, it's too lit here. Like everything is like full on, you know what I mean? I'm gonna have to turn the brightness down type vibe.
You can come in here too. See, it's so cool. This is like a whole cool area. Like you can just like, you know, pick what you want. But the one over there is closed, so I'm gonna go this. And the one usually have a massive line too.
Back at the hotel, I'm dropping everything off. Oh, got it all.
Doya mashinas.
So we'll drop this off and then we'll head out again.
Yeah.
Awesome. Might get changed too, it's pretty cold. Oh, almost dropped it again. Don't want to ruin it.
It's okay, you got insurance.
Glistening, huh? Glistening.
So good. Oh. I think I'm gonna have a back to it.
Don't look at me.
Comedy.
The tax-free is great, let's be honest. It's good.
Good. Good though.
Very good. After another haul of shopping, we're looking for food, and yeah, I'm following my destiny. Trying this one.
The one as well. So if you want this one, we can go to the other one.
Let's try this.
Try this one.
Yeah, we're already here, and it looks yum.
Alright.
Arigato. See how there's not too many people here? That's because we are still kind of using Melbourne time.
The subway. The other day we're under the subway.
Under the subway,
Today we're
so
under
under,
the
yeah.
train.
Oh, so under the train. Okay, yes, before we're under the subway itself. Wow.
Alright, so I order a
Epic.
set. I order a set for you.
Arigato. Like not peanuts? We always have panic attacks because I actually do have a peanut allergy that is kind of, you know, it is
No, I
what
actually
it is.
double checked already. There's no peanut, but I'm just scared, you know, sometimes.
Fair enough. It's
Yeah.
very nice.
Oh, this is the best curry bread I ever had. So good.
Really?
You should eat right now. It's so good while it's hot.
When you say best you've ever had, you mean you've been alive for quite a substantial amount of years.
No, this is the best.
Okay, they've said it's the best, so I'm gonna have to try it. This one here? The best? Oh my god, what is that?
Good, right? It's good, right? I wasn't even joking. It's actually so good. Without the mayonnaise, I can cook.
And there I was complaining about like, oh, we would be, you know, the very Aussie thing of me is like, oh yeah, we should put mayo on everything, and then it tastes so good without it. You don't even need it. Incredible. You didn't want the LV bag?
I want my saddle bag first.
Bit more shopping.
Saddle bag.
And we're doing more shopping. We're going to Beams. Oslo.
Yeah, my first time in my life. Spending all my money.
Right, this one. More. Another Capital Hall. Got the Century Denim. So sick. And a whole bunch of stuff. But you point your camera in any direction and you've got something cinematic.
We went the whole wrong direction. We're supposed to go there. Oh, cinema there. We're gonna go back to Capital again, but I'm gonna leave you there because I want to go check out other stores. Your bashchi is $5.50 to $6. Pretty much the same in Melbourne too. So I find coffee, I think in general, are actually the same. Universal price.
Yeah, that universal price for coffee everywhere.
Action.
So now you're the director. And I am just a mere puppet.
How do you like the deers?
I love deers. Deers are so friendly and cute. Supposedly you buy deer crackers and then you feed the deer. If it was in Australia, because all the animals are aggressive, it would be attacking, but no, it's a friendly deer.
What? So they know, they've learned human behavior by bowing. Whoa, that one. Whoa. You're brave, you know. How much food do these guys get to eat in a day? I don't even eat that much. It's crazy.
I just want to go far away from there. I got scared.
They're well fed.
They're very well fed. These are privileged deers.
We were just talking about whether they still like hunt food or gather their own food or
No, they must not, because
I don't think
they've just
so.
learned how to. They even bow and everything.
Really? Before or after you touch them?
Before they do like a performative kind of bow. I don't know if it's performative or they actually. Oh whoa! Whoa! I dare you, bam.
See, they're all going.
Whoa. I live in Australia where animals are pretty aggressive, but I must say Japanese deer are an aggressive species.
They actually look like kangaroos.
But they do actually look like kangaroos, and I might try to get a selfie with one. Yeah, if there you go.
Coming, the horn.
On, oh no, hey, that's for my friend over there. What are you doing? Why is this deer following? It's hot on our tail. We were trying to feed the friendly one, not you. Do you have beef with the deer we were feeding before? Come on, bro. Alright, he's done. I gave him a fierce stare and was able to, I think he sensed that I've grown up in the Australian wildlife. Nope. Oh no, I disagree. He's back. He's back for more. This deer. Why does he not like me? Were we foes in another life or something, my dear? Were we foes in another life? Oh, he's bowing to you. Creative deer, you got big dreams, you have ambitions. The other deers, they look at you and they don't appreciate your ambitions and your dreams. It's not Sakura?
No. Something else. I think it's plum Sakura. Something else. It's a different breed.
But it's still nice, yeah?
Yeah, it's still a very nice breed.
Capital Century Denim.
Number 3, and already got the bleed of the indigo all over my fingers. You can see that light blue tinge. I love the feel of this material. Century denim. So good. Really cute. Maybe they got bullied. Now they're all alone on the other side of Deer Island. Baby deer, aww.
Between the sakura and the plum blossom. Sakura is more pinkish.
Why, hello, my dear human. You thought we can't speak? Oh, of course we can. Oh. In fact, I just like yellow subtitles. Gives a world cinema vibe. In fact, our funny-looking friend is on a train going back to Osaka.
No film? Sorry. Arigato. Okay, I'm not allowed to film. But it looks cool. Wow, okay, so where are we going now?
and as our funny-looking friend, or Glasses as we call him in our dear community, stared up at the good stuff he started to crave. Let me show you. Fortunately, he decided to take a day off from the good stuff. Will he cave or cross the finish line?
Up there,
Glico Man.
it's Glico Man. And we show the Glico, and then we show the man. That's the one up there. Did you just eat?
No, this is sugar. I need pop in a pack of like whatever was in here.
Fair enough. Sneakers.
On the escalator on the way down, he realized he was on a come down.
No photo today? And we're just wandering around trying to find our way around.
Yes, but the subtext of what our funny-looking friend is saying here is he needs a drink. It's an endless escalator down. Anyway, while thrifting, he bought a silly little hat for his cold and funny-shaped little head. A little dopamine hit for the purchase.
Okay, now we finally can get some food after all that shopping. Just want to eat now, huh?
Yeah.
Hungry. So good.
I ordered the quail egg wrapped with bacon for you, and I also ordered the chicken and the wasabi for you, like fresh wasabi. So I think you're gonna like it. Man, there's so many good wine here. The pineapple wine, yuzu wine.
It turns out Glasses would make it over the finish line that night, and in his future he would make small steps every single day to find other happiness. Future him, a few weeks from now, would replay the footage of this night and memories would unfold, a slideshow of images in his mind while editing this vlog. He would remember this night and it would dawn upon him that he is now hardly drinking. It seems waking up at sunrise to film before work and editing when he's got tiny pockets of time. Pursuing films has given him enough satisfactions that the cravings are less and less. But don't get our funny-looking friend wrong. Oh no, he's not dry. He's just doing life in moderation now.
Cute though.
I look like a suica.
You like a suica?
Suica is watermelon.
I wrote this voiceover on the train to Kyoto. I now sit in an edit suite weeks later in Melbourne, my home. Why do our feelings feel so big in the moment? But once it's gone, in the rear view, you can't remember the smaller details. The small details are what counts. They make the big picture.
Kyoto is awesome.
I sometimes imagine an alternate reality, one where I didn't film my memories, one where I didn't pull out my camera.
Little snow. Okay, I'll come with you. Let's go. Ikimashou.
Because no, you know.
Actually, I'm not expecting snow. I didn't expect snow either. Wow, it's smoking hot.
What's up, babe?
After go ahead.
Sorry, I just saw something nice and had to film it. What was that?
I suggest you take it off because you won't feel comfortable.
How are you doing with your size?
No good.
Really? Kyoto is magic. Actual magic. Sweet tomato.
Very good. There's no English menu. You pretty much have to kind of guess what the hell is it. If you kind of read Japanese.
Clean the plate completely.
Why does this feel so familiar? Did I already live this moment?
That's cute.
Can we do something together?
No, I'm editing a
video.
Sick shot. So many views. So nice, see?
I'm in Melbourne. I'm editing a video. Sometimes I wonder if my time in Kyoto was all a dream. Well, I think we're all chasing a feeling, something that inspires us, whether it's a painting, or a piece of music, or a film, something that lets us feel less alone. I don't mean to break the fourth wall, but the lighting in this hotel is really magical. The free sake is here? Oh, okay. Is that from 3? Okay. Ah, okay, thank you. Some sake unlocked the stream of consciousness. I remember the films I had seen as a teenager, films that changed my life. The inversion of reality and fiction. I chose to film every moment. Going forward. I'd like to leave an artifact to prove that I was here. In a world where people crave so much exposure, but where is the soul? Do we need a hero's journey or a 3-act? Can't films just be a poem? I'm in Melbourne. I'm editing a video. Cinematic hotel, huh? Super cinematic hotel. Yeah, to be honest, probably not gonna go out without pants on. Probably not how this is traditionally worn. I'm not sure. It's freezing, isn't it? But this hotel has such beautiful light and shadows. Ah, beautiful. Japan craftsmanship from the clothing, food.
This is a coaster. Do you mind?
I always have lens problems with this thing. Kyoto sake. A window opened. I saw into the portal. The images I'd collected my whole life, they'd led me here. But now, you too, you can film anything. If not for anyone but yourself. I'd like to leave an artifact to prove that I was here. I'll never be able to recreate the nature of memory, but I can at least try. Okay, I'll come with you. Let's go. 行きましょう。
Because no, you know.
expecting this?
No, actually I'm not
No one
expecting to smell.
I'll never be able to recreate the nature of memory, but I can at least try. We downed a bunch and now we're heading to a night out to have some ramen because I love ramen so much. I think we're all chasing a feeling, something that inspires us, whether it's a painting or a piece of music or a film, something that lets us feel less alone. Sometimes I wonder if my time in Kyoto was all a dream. Well, maybe I was just living in the moment. I'm not sure anymore. But I'm just glad I captured it all on camera. So, that's that. And cut. Okay, I feel really good that we've arrived at our last hotel stop. It's our last hotel stop in Tokyo on this trip. And it has been a really good trip so far, I must say. What's funny is just before I arrived, I actually tripped over my luggage, like full stack. And yeah, since I wasn't filming at that time, I'm gonna have to reenact it. We're in Kyoto, but we're heading back on the bullet train back to Tokyo because I woke up this morning with a very, very sore throat. So I'm not gonna have the energy to film much today at all. The longer it takes to get to the next hotel could cause us a few problems. So we've just decided to kind of get back a bit sooner for that reason. Just so I'm not passing out, you know, later today and on the way, and then, you know, it could just get worse. I'm pretty upset because I really want to see more Kyoto and film more of Kyoto. It's such a beautiful place. I mean, even over there's just so many people, you know, everyone's doing their thing. The worst thing is, you get that, I think the worst thing is when you get that feeling of, like when you run down when you're traveling and you're just like, you know, you have to kind of slow. Like all this luggage here that we're lugging. It's just, I'm so tired. I've had other trips where I've had to go to the hospital. I won't explain why, but you know, it is what it is, you know. Also, if you ever do come to Japan during what is perceived to be spring, it's not exactly warm. Like spring in my mind was chilling winter, and I always thought Melbourne was really cold. So this is almost, you know, naive enough to apply my own country's weather to another country, which is just typical. Stand that line in Phoebe Bridges' song Kyoto, where she said she got bored at the temple and then went to the 7-Eleven, and that's how I'm feeling right now. I might head to the 7-Eleven. Arigatou gozaimasu. So, see, the wind just blew and I felt sick again. But you want to know something funny about doing this day in, day out? I actually felt better the moment I started filming. This is a great hotel room. I'm quite happy with this. I think I might have to turn that music off. It's a little bit distracting.
Can you move a bit? I'm trying to take the light left and you keep blocking me with the lamp.
Oh, sorry.
I want to take the lamp. I like the lamp.
Worthy is the lamp? I am big in Japan. Let's face it, I am big in Japan. Even getting clothes, for example, I'm constantly asking for the largest size. And I'm talking about my overall size and body type.
You guys feel the same right now.
What's that mean?
Satisfaction. It's like 1.2 double.
I actually felt better the moment I started filming, and even though I am definitely under the weather, the fact that I feel better the moment the camera's on says a lot about how my psychology works, and especially with what I enjoy doing and my passions. If only every day of your life could be, doing things that you actually love to do, dreading going back to work and all that. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap for the day, and we're gonna head back to Tokyo. My partner is somewhere around here, so I've got to find them while I take care of this.
Exhausting, but now I get to enjoy Tokyo at the final part of this trip, and it's beautiful, I'm not gonna lie. Right here, look at this image of beauty.
The director gets their edit notes ready.
Our director has the edit notes from this episode in order. Can I film? Is that okay? Arigato gozaimasu. And there's a real snake? Oh! He's about to get real good here. Arigato gozaimasu. Thank you. The Japanese snake. From this one here. This is the one, man.
I'm really tired right now. Like, all this travel is exhausting. I'm not gonna lie, I'm sitting in this hotel lobby doing this now. You can tell from my voice. I think the multiple days of multiple cities in Japan has kind of messed me up a bit.
Episode notes. Sometimes things are left unresolved. Our director has the edit notes from this episode in order. He picks up the edit notes, drops them. The episode is now out of order. Cherry blossoms and the birds and the bees.
I'm actually happy. Like, I have to say, man, the cherry blossom here is much better than our cherry blossom in Australia. It smells. As soon as it smells, bueno.
Bueno. My first time, and it's really nice and friendly here. Whoa, epic. That may potentially have peanuts, so looks like I don't get to indulge in the pleasure. It's okay, that's the life that I was forced to live. Oh, this tree is magic, man. Actual magic, bro. Ueno Park.
Ueno.
I've been calling it Bueno. I've been calling it Bueno Park. I was thinking of Kinder Surprise. Oh no, that's so bad. I was thinking of Chocolate Surprise. Getting the tuna and roasted fatty salmon K6.
Memory is never linear. Maybe it's good I dropped those notes, but for a story, maybe I'll have to come to a conclusion of some sort. For the audience, you know? Let's see where it goes. One of the things I was looking forward to was the capybara.
But capybara is still diarrhea.
Yeah, the capybara has diarrhea. So we were supposed to hit up the capybara today.
For the second time.
Going to see capybara. One of the surprises for my birthday was the capybara, and the capybara has diarrhea, and they've just cancelled the whole week. I guess another time.
Capybara.
Capybara.
Yeah. Yeah. So we've been trying, but
Is this the only one in Tokyo?
I think so. There's one more. It's like in the onsen, but then like. Hi.
Okay, we have queue for morning. It's already closing time today.
Oh no.
Sorry.
We tried 3 times already.
That's okay. Maybe next time we come back to Japan.
So I think this morning we're going to go see the capybara for the first time. See some capybara for real. I've always wanted to hang out with a capybara, so the Capybara Cafe is where we're going first.
You ordered?
Yeah, ordered.
What did you get?
K2.
So life that I was supposed to live. Look at that.
What's your vibe?
261
I've depleted the social battery, and that's a good thing. In some ways. So yeah, I guess the point of this is to live life to the absolute fullest. I want to just, I mean, how could you not in this kind of environment?
Why?
Lost my scarf.
It's okay.
It's my fault.
You know, Japan has a really good lost and found system, and I'm sure the hotel will make that call and you'll be able to get it back. Plus, that's your favorite scarf.
Right, we turn back to Shinjuku Station. Then high chance we have it. But if the bus is going to somewhere else like Mount Fuji, then we're fucked, man. No chance.
Don't worry, we'll get the capital scarf back. I'm sure it's not lost. I mean, it's lost, but they'll find it and have a good lost and found system.
I took it last Monday.
Sorry, I checked one more time because my internet is really bad.
And despite our many attempts, the scarf was lost on a bus to Fuji Kawaguchiko. It seems our lives are designed with inevitable disappointment. Something odd happened to me because of my delirious state yesterday. I actually was walking when we arrived back in Tokyo, and I tripped over at the train station. How often do I fall over? Like, I'm a grown man and I literally fell over. It doesn't always happen to me, so... yeah, but life is unpredictable and anything can happen.
Maps of all the bars in the Golden Guy. Check this out, when I flip the camera around, boom. All in one take. Whoa, crazy, right? The new technology, man, look at that. This place, the five gallons? Right up here. Money up on the roof. Oh, 6. Oh, sorry, man.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that was something else. I'm like, nah, man.
Beautiful? Yeah, but when I was a kid, I was traumatized, right? I know, I'm like that too.
That film actually made me a film director. I'm serious, like literally. I saw that film and I was like, someone understands me. Fuck. I love that movie so much.
I think I have something to say. Well, I'm trying to get it out through my voice, but yeah. But yeah, shop every day for creativity, because it's the most important thing, I think. Creativity is actually beautiful. And showing up today, I was able to get this beautiful view, or see this beautiful view with the sunlight and all its purity and love and joy.
Oh, it is. Can I film? Is that okay? Arigato gozaimasu. There's a real snake? Oh, he's about to get real good here. Arigato gozaimasu. Thank you. The Japanese snake, man. From this one here. This is the one, man.
Yep, action.
Real libido. On my dick. Oh!
Alright, hold
Feel
these.
it.
I showed up. So that's all I'm trying to say. Show up for creativity every day, live your life to the fullest. I hope this is semi-positive. different kind of positive, you know. I also think we shouldn't just, you know, we should live, you know, we should live a bit. Okay. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you.
No luck.
No capybara for us, it
Yeah,
seems.
no luck.
Oh, can we? Oh, arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you. Oh, cool. So cute. I guess this is the life. No capybara. If you show up every day, you don't miss out on anything. And to be honest, had I just slept in this morning, instead of letting my creative juices flow, I wouldn't be out here on this beautiful balcony seeing this beautiful sight, which is so magical.
Tokyo Disneyland. I'd forgotten about this part of the trip. It seems it was erased from my memory. I wonder why.
Oh, my hair is
Something tells me a rainy Disneyland is going to be an intense Disneyland. The camera's already getting wet, you know? This is so... Oh my gosh. Getting in is going to be a bit of its own thing, I think. There's no end in sight. No, I don't want to go home. I want to stay in Japan. And I know you can't get good weather every single day, which is why yesterday I got the worst weather ever at Tokyo Disneyland. It's disappointing. Like right now, I'm out here on this balcony and it is freezing. It's a morning cold. There's a cold breeze, but it is like 50% of how cold yesterday was. Stopped raining just for a little bit, and so it's like time to get our photos. I know.
Photo time.
And look at how many people have got the same ideas for this.
Okay.
Coffee. First stop in Disneyland.
I'm thinking.
Wow. So there's a map that you can see what is.
Yeah. Maybe I'll do the entry request experience.
Can you see how long each line is?
I think creativity is like a time machine. Like what I'm presenting here. A time machine.
Well, you waited 2 hours for this last time.
I stepped into It's a Small World after all, you know, the ride. And I took the boat down the river. And I was brought to another place. Kind of like what I'm doing here.
The phone.
What's that?
Getting churros.
Oh yeah. Just constant food and rain and walking. Tokyo Disneyland pizza. Cheese potato.
So I stepped into the boat down the river, and I couldn't stop the currents of time, leading me to my destination,
kind of like what I'm doing here, bringing you through my present time and the past. And sometimes with a bit of creativity, show you a glimpse into the future. You see, with film you can take selective memories to create magic. And with those selective memories, you can put them in different order to create a perfect version of the events that happen. The thing is, the expectation versus reality, right? My expectations was going to Disneyland, it's going to be clear, blue skies like right now, but instead I got treated with the wet. That's the thing, you can't expect good all the time. It's on me that I didn't enjoy it as much as I should have. Looking back to yesterday, maybe I could have found a bit more joy and positivity in it. Just hundreds or maybe 1,000 umbrellas, and it's like the Japanese people will do what they got to do. You know, some people would just, you'd expect it to be like an empty park with just rain all day. But no, people were dressed up in uniforms, people were dressed up and being like, enjoying the vibes. They just enjoyed the vibes. And that for me was just so eye-opening and made me realize, like, I am just a spoiled brat, aren't I? Like, everyone's smiling, you know, like they're living it up. And what's your destination? I mean, if you were to look in the mirror and look at your reflection and ask, what story do I have to tell? When I get back to Melbourne, I know that after the highest of highs, there are going to be the lowest of lows. Well, I like to take these memories and images and turn them into something beautiful. Hopefully something that helps people feel less alone in this world. There is going to be a come down that I'm not going to be able to understand right now, that I'm still living this moment in Japan. But that come down is going to be huge, and I'm going to have to somehow reconcile with myself. And in an ideal world as a filmmaker, maybe a sunny, warm Disneyland would have been quite nice, but life doesn't always serve you up that as your image. But it's fortunately less gloomy as I look through this edit that I've made. Fortunately, as a filmmaker, I get to shape the ideal day. In a way, it was perfect. What's warmth without cold? What's sunshine without rain? What is the sweet without the sour? What is a film without a bit of drama? I'm glad that I can take it and make it beautiful. Cue. It's like a bomb went off. All this clothing. It is a mess in here. I'm not ready for Australia. How are you?
You want the good news or bad news?
What's the good news?
There's no good news.
There's no good news. It's the worst. With our flights in a few hours, we thought we'd check out the temple. I felt this before, and I'm not alone or unique in this feeling. I think we've all felt it. That feeling where we wish that time could just stand still. Sometimes we just need to take a pause. Toilets were. Well, I will say this, missing out on Japanese toilets is definitely going to be a thing for me, because the toilets
in Japan, I've never felt so clean in my life. And I'm gonna say this, I haven't felt that sensation before either. Quite an interesting one.
Hi, this is for you. Hi.
Arigatou gozaimasu. Crossing the road. Crossing roads is something I'm definitely gonna miss in a few hours. When we're back in Melbourne. I love crossing the road here.
Right?
It's so relaxing and there's not much like pushing and sounds, it's just really chill. That does look good. Should we try Crab's Paradise? It's called Crab's Paradise, but for the crab I'm pretty sure that's not the paradise. But for me, that's a paradise for sure. Did you sneak the cheesecake, huh? Some things never change. We're going to get seafood, instead leave with a bit of cheese. Because everything looks so delicious.
Yeah.
And then instead you get cheesecake. Sorry. So we're back to eat. This looks good.
Yeah,
What is it?
Good.
What meat is this?
This is tuna fat.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, just no, I just want the fish. I eat the fish. I'm a fish eater. Yep. Cool. It's cool. Getting away from all the people is actually kind of nice, isn't it?
Okay, just one plate.
Arigato. It's good to get out of the cold, isn't it? It's warm. Steam egg.
Steam egg spoon.
Yeah, spoon for steaming. Arigato. Let's feel the vibe. Alright, I'm gonna just turn it off and eat and enjoy the food. Arigatou gozaimasu. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you. Bye bye. Arigato. Bye. So good. Alright. Okay, where to now? Whoa, it's like going up to a stairway to heaven. Walking. Okay, let's make a bet. How much weight do you reckon I'm gonna gain? 4 kgs total flat. Well, before I came to Japan 2 weeks ago, I was 82 kilos. She reckons 86. I reckon 86 kilos also. I reckon I put on 4 kilos in 2 weeks. I reckon. Because I'm feeling real tight, like my pants are tight.
And in total I gained 5 kgs. I went from 82 to 87. Despite eating well for weeks after, I still have not lost it. I guess time did stand still. The scales did stand still.
A lot of people here. It's different, this one.
Feed me.
Okay, feed. I want to feed. Just wait. It's pretty good. Why did you zoom in before?
No, because the juice came out, so I don't know what I think.
I'm zooming in. I'll be honest, it really feels like we've been pretty ill the whole trip.
Being sick when you travel, you just don't feel it. Oh, but I'll feel it soon, I know it.
Do I have a tooth here?
blink and then it's the end of the day already, or it's a new day. And although it's like the very end of this trip, I just thought might as well just go out with another. So I will crack this open, I will drink it, I will blink, it will be tomorrow morning already. And he blinks. I'm gonna collect our bags now. I said I was traveling through time. Maybe the only thing I was traveling through was the maze of my mind, which I don't know how much of time travel it was.
When I left Melbourne, I had no idea how much Japan would change my life. And what you don't know is for me that despite being home, I never left. Because I've been editing non-stop since arrival. Weeks and weeks for YouTube. And now, it really is the end of my Japan series. And in a way, it's time to finally return home and not live in the edit anymore.
And he blinks the whole time. Let's go. And then after this, we pretty much don't have much time. Flight's gonna board. Yeah. Never had duck soba before, so I'm quite excited. Whole trip.
You're a duck goose.
You're a duck.
Duck goose.
You're a duck goose.
Duck goose.
You're a duck. Actually, I look slightly like a duck.
Let's see, Melbourne price, what colour?
It is Melbourne price, isn't it? Actually good? Okay, happy? That's the face of pleasure.
I think after it is already.
Okay, I think the highlight is going to be that. Maybe I legit should have saved a bit more for the airport. I'm going to have a big come down and it's not going to be nice. You know how to really not be melancholy and sad.
I already tried to control them to buy already.
Yeah.
Okay, I control already. If I want, I can buy more.
Yeah, but see, you know how to enjoy yourself when you're leaving a country, whereas I just feel sad.
Why? Just buy food to make yourself feel happy. And I want to buy alcohol.
And alcohol too?
Yeah, let's go look at Choya.
Alright, fine. These purchases.
Yep. Chase.
Oh, it really is the end. It really is the end. As they say, the sweet isn't as sweet without the sour.
Super creamy looking.
It's very creamy.
The bitter truth that I'll have to learn to live without.
Actually, maybe get one more sandwich. Should I get one more?
I'll miss everything from the taste, the smells, the warmth, the love, the way my relationship blossomed, everything in the rear view as we approach the Qantas terminal and as I return to my everyday life.
Yes. I was trying to do one of those Spike Lee dolly shots. You know when you sneeze, you travel through time?